I'm your mentor, Mohammad Tariq. I have recently uploaded the PPT of the slum, and some of you have also gone through it. But before I come down to the video part, I presume that it's very important that we should know some of the factors. So, this is also a part of the concrete technology dealing from third semester, and the topic that I will be covering over here is nothing else but the workability of cement concrete. Just to remind you, this is the block where you will get all the written material, and the translation is available in Hindi as well. This is the YouTube link. Here you will get the videos and the captions in Hindi and even in other languages as you desire. This is a website that has been created, though I'm not very good at creating a website, but I've tried to create one. You can go and check it up. And this website is under progress and it's taking some time. So now we'll come back directly to the workability of cement concrete. So now we'll come back to the workability of cement concrete. Now, as per the noun, workability is the countable and unaccountable plural work abilities, or in other words, it is the ease with which you can do something or some work which can be performed easily and with ease. So that is known as workability. Now we have certain procedures and certain understandings which can define the way workability means. So in the form of concrete, when we are dealing with concrete, so it simply means the placement of work in which we can place concrete, avoiding segregation and bleeding. Now, what is segregation and what is bleeding? Here you can refer to segregation. When you refer to segregation, the term means separation of components. Now, when you are talking about concrete, it is cement, coarse sand, and stone grit. What happens, and of course, water as well, then what happens when these get separated? Then the procedure is known as separation. And this is normally due to the improper placement of the material that we are bringing in process. And the heavy material settles down towards the bottom and the lighter one comes up. The second term, that is bleeding. Bleeding means that after segregation, since now the particles have left their original positions and they are leaving each other, even the water gets displaced and you find the water right onto the surface of the concrete or of the mixture, whichever which we are using. The ability for the constituents to depart from the original position of placing is termed as segregation, and when you find the stains of water right on top, then it is known as bleeding. Now, what are the factors that affect the workability require? Number one is the cement content or the amount of cement that has been provided in the sample. Then number two, we have the type of composition. Now when we are talking about a type of composition, it is meaning to the grade. And when we talk about the grade is about M15, M20, 25, 30 and so on. And I'll pick this up in some other video. Then we have the water cement ratio or the water content that is present inside the concrete. The third thing that comes up is the mixed proportion of concrete, in which proportion we are taking up the concrete, cement, and of course the coarse aggregate along with the stone grit. And within this, the important role is also placed by the size of aggregate, the shape of aggregate, meaning whether it is longitudinal or whether it is uh, elongated or non-elongated, and the grading, what sort of grading the surface has, and above all the surface texture also plays a very important role. We'll come to all these things slowly and gradually as we get along. Right over here, my main focus is going to be onto the test of the slump. So these are some of the things that we have to discuss to know it in a better way and understand the slump properly. Technically speaking, workability means how easily we can mold or create a shape of the cement concrete. Now, what are the tests that can be performed to find the workability of cement concrete? Number one, here we have the slump test. So we are going to discuss it in the next video shortly. Then we have the compaction factor test. Then we have the flow table test. Then we have VB consistometer test. And finally the Kelly ball test. We'll be taking some of these tests slowly and gradually to understand more about the workability of the concrete and the factors that are affecting it. Finally, to conclude, there are four processes for keeping the workability and defining the workability in the best form. Number one is the mixing. Now, when we talk about mixing, it means the mixing of the aggregates. And when we talk about the aggregates, it means three factors or three ingredients that we use. Number one, cement. Number two is the coarse sand. And number three is the aggregate. That is the coarse aggregate, in which we count the stone grit. In the medium one, we take coarse sand. and of course cement. Then when it is dry mixing, we mix it up thoroughly in such a way that the color comes out to be uniform. That means the mixing should be in such a way that the full sample should come out to be of a uniform color. Then we add water to it. And while adding water, again the color should be uniform after mixing. Then the second procedure is of transportation. Wherever that material has been made, it has to be transported to some location nearby where the construction, or say for example the wall is being constructed or even the slab is being constructed. So wherever we are constructing anything, it has to be transported till that particular point. And for that, it is important that the transportation should be such that the water should not be excessive. In case the water is excessive, we will be throwing that water out and losing the cement part of a mixture. Hence, we will change the ratio of it. Then the third factor is the placing. It has to be placed on the wall, on the slab, or at a particular place wherever the construction work is being conducted by the mason. Then finally, it has to be compacted, and compaction decides the durability of that particular sample. So this is a very short and brief description of what actually durability or workability of cement is. And finally here again you have my slide, so you can go through it and you will find quite a lot of data on all these sites. And next we will bring the slump test, and I will perform the test, show you even the procedure of dry mixing and wet mixing. I will show you that how it is done and you can follow it up. So thank you very much for watching. My best wishes to all of you.